Hello, my name is Marco Antonio, and thank you for joining me on Marco Antonio Strategizes. I'm a first-hand restaurant owner and operator and marketing strategist. And today, what I wanted to talk to everybody about is the $20 an hour minimum wage that's coming to California coming April 1st. And before I hop into this, please, if you can subscribe to my channel down below, like this video, and drop a comment. It really helped me grow my channel and be able to bring you much more content, knowing that you support this. YouTube will be pushing it out, and it'll help me, help you, help me, help you. And hopefully we can get this in front of the eyes of someone who could really benefit from it. I'm a first-hand restaurant owner and operator, first-hand restaurant owner and operator and marketing strategist. And I've been able to grow my business from over $1 million, from $100,000 a year to over $1 million a year in sales, practicing a lot of the marketing strategies that I speak on in all of my other videos in this channel. On top of that, I do have a free VIP community if you would like more access with me one-on-one, and well, not one-on-one, but in a group setting. And I do live Q&As, and I start teaching and walking everybody through on how to optimize your sales, menu engineering, marketing strategy. I'm very big on not hiring marketing agencies and getting you up to the point to where you can do the work yourself and get you so successful that then you are in a position financially where you can responsibly hire a marketing agency, and it's not a problem to get it into your budget. Like, you don't you it was once said to me, and I listened to this in a video. Even though I'm not an accountant, I have an accountant who does that work for me, a CPA who went to school for that, but I still have, it was a Mark Cuban, though I heard it from. I may not be a CPA, but I have to understand enough to hold a conversation with my CPA. And that's what I always like to talk about to everybody in your restaurant operations and in the marketing world. You have to know enough about marketing if you're running a business to have a conversation with a marketing personnel. And so, without further ado, the $20 an hour minimum wage coming to California April 1st. It was just on the news not too long ago that Pizza Hut has let go of all of their drivers in California. And what happened is that after it hit the news, you start seeing this effect that it went into law. And this is a whole nother thing which I don't understand. But all food chains, I believe the cutoff point was 50 locations or 100, but either way, that's a lot of locations. But any fast food chain with over 100 locations nationwide, if any of those locations that are operating within the borders of California, the state, will have to be paying their employees $20 an hour. Panera somehow got around that minimum wage price increase, but as you can see and you look it up on the news, Pizza Hut has now relieved their entire delivery force, and I believe they're just using Uber Eats and DoorDash now primarily. This is going to be really bad across the industry nationwide. It's going to be good and it's going to be bad. I'm a half cup full type of person, so this is why I think it could be good. It could be good in the sense for small businesses because it will encourage us to stay competitive on the minimum wage. And yes, it is good to pay people a living wage and, a good prevailing wage, because everybody wants quality of life, the nicer things. And what this is going to cause, though, is going to cause a lot of more companies, smaller companies and large companies, to run much more lean and efficient. And when I'm thinking like that, as a small business in a single location, what's going to happen is places like McDonald's, Pizza Hut, they're going to start running more lean. Everybody's going to start saying, well, I can go get a job at McDonald's, Taco Bell, Burger King, In and Out, Pizza Hut, Domino's, whatever. But they're going to be running lean. There's going to be people thinking that they're just going to open up the doors and McDonald's is going to accept anyone. The hiring standards are going to become much more rigorous because they have these margins they need to meet and fulfill and these sales targets. Small businesses, if they're not properly navigating this, small businesses like myself are going to be into the problem where how can we keep up with this prevailing competitive wage? Well, businesses like me as a restaurant, my staff also gets tips. So that helps offset that in a fashion. So, in my opinion, in the beginning, it may be a little rough with the hiring and retaining people, and people thinking they can just easily go over to McDonald's or Burger King, and then they'll see that, it's going to be much more cutthroat to get positions like that, and companies like that running more lean. And when you really start thinking about it, when they're going to start running more lean, but at the same time, you still have generally the same $100 budget a month, as an example, that you allocate for McDonald's every single month. So to spend. So are you going to be now having $120 available to spend at McDonald's a month? No. You're just going to be frequenting McDonald's less and still spending the same amount of money. And that's going to cause McDonald's and all these large companies to see, hey, the volume has decreased, but the sales are still up there because we've increased our prices. What I really want to get into this though now, how is this a good thing for small business? I'm a firm believer in the following. Every single business who's had and grandfathered in a great location, who's not had to work, struggle, and strive for what they've earned, and they just walked into a prime location, they had it passed down through generations, you will really be tested to see if your marketing savvy lets you know if you stand the test of time to remain. And I'm not trying to sound like a hater, but some of these businesses that have been around for decades have had the good fortune to operate in a flourishing economy. And some of us, like me, have not. We've struggled and we've grown. And I have crawled out of the depths of down below to work my way up to where I've been. And I have a horrible location, but because I entrusted and worked on my marketing savvy, and I really am grinding my teeth on the stone here, it gives me a different sense of prowess that I really earned this. And this will really tell who's been out here just skating by on luck and pre-existing clientele, or who's really out here really putting out quality products and who's really running a real competitive business. And it may sound like I have animosity to people who become grandfathered in and had it easy. And in a way, I guess if you put it like that, I do. Some people think they're great business people just because they landed a great spot and they inherited it from a family member, predecessor, and they think, man, I'm such a great business person. We're making all of this money, but you got handed over a template and you just walked in and turned the key and just kept on operating. Some of us adapt, we are so savvy with our markets. We've adapted to times, we've adapted to changes. We know how to move efficiently. And I really feel this is going to separate the sheep from the wolves. So, what can you do to no longer be a sheep and be a wolf? How can you, the few essential things that I think you're going to need to be doing during these economic times, and with the price increases, with the wage increases, to really bring your business forward to the front stage, your online marketing presence, menu engineering, the proper structure of your menu, and knowing what your cost is and what your margins are and what you're selling and how you're selling it. Those are the few key factors that I really feel is going to make or break your business after April 1st, 2024. And so, for everybody out there who's watching this video, If you want to remain a sheep and keep on just going out there and crossing your fingers and wishing on good luck, I wish you the best. If you want to be a wolf and you're ready to survive, I've done it. And I've grown us out of the depths of heck. And this $20 minimum wage, I'm going to look at it as a positive thing, because those of us who want to survive and want to make it are going to be ready to sharpen their teeth on stone, and we're going to do it. Nothing's going to hold us back. As a restaurant owner and operator, I'm going to tell you right now, we made it through the past 4 years and we grew and we thrived. I did it. You can do it. Anybody could do it. If you set, it sounds as corny as it does, but if you set your mind to it and you put your dedication into it, nothing will break you. My name is Marco Antonio. Thank you for joining me on Marco Antonio Strategizes. As you can tell, I'm extremely passionate about the subject. If you like this video, please drop a comment. If you disagree with me, please, I welcome it. Drop a comment. Join my free school group. Let's go live. Q&A. Let's talk about it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this whole $20 hour minimum wage is a bad thing. Maybe I'm a hater. Please let me know. Till then, my name is Marco Antonio. Thank you for joining me watching this video. Till next time, peace.